I think, like a United Kingdom, another African story that for me is life-affirming, is redemptive, is universal in terms of its themes. I mean, for us to follow this very young girl who anyone could identify with, and for her to start in a slum in Uganda and go on to be a chess champion is really an inspiring story. Well, it's a very exciting game to play, I find, but not necessarily to watch. So I have to give high praise to Mira as our director for really making it a very kinetic thing to watch. But at the end of the day, the chess is a metaphor for life within the film. It's not like we're subjecting you to copious amounts of chess games. It's really about this girl's journey into gaining more perspective on the life she can achieve. Really, really amazing. I mean, none of them had acted before, and I have to say, they gave myself and Lupita a run for our money. They really, really brought their A game to it, and I'm just so proud of them. Well, the fact that she's lived there for 27 years, the fact that in terms of her taste, you'll see if you watch Salaam Bombay, Monsoon Wedding, you'll see that she is someone who, yes, she's interested in individual characters, but also she loves telling the story of communities, and that's something that she does brilliantly in this. I also think it's because she's a female director that we are able to take a different perspective on this kind of movie and following the young girl as opposed to the coach that I play, and so I think that's a great new perspective. Well, I've done a few real-life stories, as it were, and there's no substitute for shooting in the actual places. We shot in the actual buildings that some of the true story took place in, and sometimes when that's happening, you don't even have to act. You just need to be present and let the place speak to you. Oh, you know what? I think we take it for granted in the West when we see films that reflect us all the time. Uganda is a country that has had very little cinematic treatment. In fact, the last one, notable one, was Last King of Scotland, which I was in as well. Very different kind of Ugandan story. But this is about that community. It's about a truthful representation of what those people are now. And it's like looking in the mirror for the first time, seeing themselves in this movie. Well, for any film to be showcased at the best, or one of, I should say, best film festivals in the world, I think is the best, is a huge boost to its profile. I mean, it brings attention to a film that, look, at the end of the day, not many films like this get made. It's amazing that Disney made it. It's amazing that it's at LFF.